Have you ever sat in a restaurant, holding the menu, feeling a little nervous, and thinking, honestly, why does ordering food in English feel so difficult sometimes?
Yeah, I understand what you mean, Maurice, because I have felt that same nervous feeling many times, sitting there quietly, worrying about saying something wrong.
Right, when you say that, it really makes sense to me, because I remember looking at the waiter and suddenly forgetting all the English words I practiced before.
Exactly. I get that feeling too. And when you mentioned forgetting words, it reminded me of how my mind goes blank, even with simple sentences.
Hmm, yeah, and I was thinking about that earlier, how ordering food should be easy, but somehow it feels like a big test of English speaking.
That's true. And I feel the same because ordering food is everyday life, yet it becomes stressful when we want to speak politely and clearly.
Honestly, when you say that, I feel a little relieved because it shows I am not alone, and many English learners feel this same pressure.
Yeah, you're right. And I like how you said pressure, because it is not about food, it's about confidence and being understood.
Exactly. And when you said confidence, it really touched me because I know many people want to learn English, but fear stops them.
I get what you're saying, because fear can make our voice low, our words slow, and our English listening also becomes harder.
Hmm. Yeah, and that reminds me of the first time I ordered food in English. My hands were shaking and my voice felt very small.
I understand that moment. And when you shared that, I remembered my first time too, standing there, smiling, but feeling very unsure inside.
Right, and the waiter was kind, but my mind kept saying, do not make a mistake, do not sound silly.
Yeah, I get that completely. Because even when people are kind, our inner voice can still make things difficult for us.
Honestly, when you say inner voice, it makes me think about how we talk to ourselves before speaking English.
That's true. And I feel the same because if we are hard on ourselves, English speaking feels heavier and more uncomfortable.
Hmm, yeah, so maybe the problem is not only English, but also how we feel about ourselves while speaking.
Exactly. I was thinking about that too. And it shows why improved communication is not only about words, but emotions.
Right, and that connects so well because English fluency grows slowly when we feel safe and relaxed.
Yeah, I understand. And when you say relaxed, it reminds me of calm conversations where we are not afraid of pauses.
Pauses are important, because real people pause, think, breathe, and that is normal English speaking.
That's true, and I feel the same, because when we accept pauses, English listening also becomes easier and more natural.
Right, so let's imagine we're in a restaurant now, just like real life, and a waiter comes to our table calmly.
Yeah, I like that idea. And imagining it slowly makes me feel more comfortable already.
Okay, so the waiter smiles and says, "Good evening, may I take your order?" And my heart starts beating a little faster.
I get that feeling. And when you say heart beating, I can almost feel that moment. Sitting straight, holding the menu.
Hmm, yeah, and instead of rushing, I take a small breath and I say politely, "Yes, please, I'm still looking at the menu."
That sounds nice. And I feel calmer hearing that because it shows we can take time and it is okay.
Exactly, and when you said take time, it reminded me that waiters expect us to think, not speak perfectly.
Yeah, I understand. And that makes ordering food feel less scary and more human.
Right. So after a moment, I look at the menu and I want to ask about a dish, but I'm not sure how.
I get that. And when you mentioned asking, I remembered feeling shy to ask questions, even simple ones.
Hmm. Yeah. And instead of staying silent, I gently say, "Excuse me, could you please tell me about this dish?"
That sounds very polite, and I feel encouraged hearing that because it's simple and respectful.
Exactly. And the waiter replies kindly, explaining the dish slowly, which helps my English listening.
That's true. And when you say listening, I realize how important it is to focus, not panic.
Yeah. And if I don't understand, I can say, "Sorry, could you please repeat that a little slowly?"
I understand. And that sentence feels very safe because it shows honesty, not weakness.
Right. And when you said honesty, it reminded me that people usually appreciate clear communication.
Exactly. I get that.
and it helps improve communication in real life, not just in English practice.
Yeah, so after listening, I feel ready, and I say, I would like to order the chicken curry, please.
That sounds confident, and I feel happy hearing that because it is polite and clear.
Right, and then the waiter asks, would you like anything to drink? And again, I pause for a moment.
I understand that pause, and when you said moment, I felt that small silence, which is very real.
Yeah, and I reply, yes, please. Could I have a glass of water for now?
That feels very natural, and I get why you chose those words, because they sound gentle and calm.
Exactly, and when you say calm, it reminds me that calm English sounds more fluent.
That's true, and I feel the same because rushing makes English speaking harder.
Yeah, so slowly the order is done, and I feel proud, even though my English was simple.
I understand that pride, and when you said that, I felt a small smile inside.
Right, and this small success builds confidence, step by step, which is how we learn English.
Exactly, I get that. And it shows that English fluency grows through real moments.
Yeah, and mistakes may happen, but they are part of learning, not something to fear.
That's true, and I feel comforted hearing that, because mistakes used to stop me from speaking.
Right, and when you said stop, it made me think about how many people stay silent because of fear.
Yeah, I understand, and silence feels safe, but speaking helps us grow.
Yeah, and that is why practicing everyday situations like ordering food is so powerful.
Exactly, and I get that, because these situations happen often, and they help improve communication naturally.
Right, and viewers listening now might feel the same fear we felt before.
I understand that, and I want them to know they are not alone in this journey.
Yeah, learning English is emotional, not just technical, and feelings matter.
That's true, and I feel the same, because confidence grows when we feel understood.
Right, so if you are watching, imagine yourself in that restaurant, breathing slowly, speaking kindly.
Yeah, I like that image, and it feels peaceful and encouraging.
Yeah, and remember, English listening improves when you stay calm and present.
Exactly, I get that. And it helps English speaking feel smoother, too.
Right, and we hope this conversation helped you feel connected, not taught.
I understand that goal, and I really feel this conversation was warm and real.
Yeah, so if this made you feel comfortable or reminded you of your own experience, share it with us.
Yes, I get that, and we would love to hear your thoughts and stories in the comments.
Right, and if you enjoyed this gentle practice, please like the video. It really supports the channel.
Exactly, and I feel happy saying this. Subscribe to Unlocked English Fluency for more calm conversations.
Yeah, and don't forget to press the bell icon so you don't miss future videos.
That's true, and pressing the bell icon helps you stay connected with us.
Right. Thank you for listening with your heart and trusting us in your Learn English journey.
Yeah, I feel grateful too. And we hope you keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep believing in yourself.